This is Radio One Chicago here, 88.7 WLUW. We are live at BLAM recording with Short to Ground. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Start over here. Tell us who you are and what you do in the group.
I am Sean. I play guitar and keyboards.
I'm Tony. I play keyboards.
I'm Jason. I DJ and a whole lot of noises.
And I'm Brian, and I am the lead vocalist.
Now, Short to Ground, I think, is a great name, and it's an awesome electronics reference, which is very suitable since you are a very electronic band, I would say. Typically in here we have acoustic instruments and people rocking out with guitars and basses. There's no acoustic anything. Well, I guess vocal, without the exception of the vocals.
Right.
But you guys are all electronic. So tell us what's going on here. What's got stacks of stuff here? How'd this happen?
Well, we all played in bands together before, doing electro and industrial stuff. Me and Jason, I think we met in like the early '90s.
Yeah.
And then after Jason left the band we was in, actually Jason was doing lead vocals back then, and then we got me and this other guy Ryan, who's not with us anymore. Well, he's alive, but he's not with us.
I'm Brian.
We got Brian, and then that band kind of, took off like a lead balloon, and then we kind of took a break for a little bit. All had families, jobs, and babies and that kind of thing. And
I went and got married and disappeared for 8 years. I only recently got with Tony again on Facebook last year or sometime. So
this is a relatively new ensemble then.
Oh yeah, we've only been around for what, year and a half?
Year and a half, I think, yeah.
We couldn't find a drummer, and I just ran into Jason again. I was like, hey, can you play drums? He's like, no, but I can do this. And we were like, okay, that works.
Because this kind of music, you kind of have a backing track anyway, and I already had the DJ equipment. I'm like, well, why do we need to go buy a drum kit? I already own this.
Yeah, he's already
Carry
there.
a huge coffin around.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd have to have like 2 or 3 more keyboard players on stage to play all the stuff, and they'd all get carpal tunnel by the end of the set. So that's why we have a backing track.
So you guys have a new album coming out. Tell us about that. Are you guys recording it yourselves then with all this craziness?
Yeah, it's going to be self-produced. We're working on it right now. We have about, 4 or 5 songs demoed out, and we're still got a bunch more that we're working on. So it's a long process, especially we've learned from the past and not to rush through things.
Because you got a lot of different instruments here. Even though there's only 4 of you, there's a lot of instruments, a lot of keyboards, a lot of sounds to keep in check. Do you guys have a hard time mixing that?
Of course, yeah. It's still a trick. Believe me, I'm going to go into a studio and do it. Mixing at home is just... Mixing like regular rock bands is a lot easier. Now it's just layers upon layers, and there's just no way I can do it.
Yeah, and I tend to feel bad if I don't use every synth on every track, and I got a stack of synths.
And we record in like Tony's basement. We have like a little electronic setup there, and he's got mounds of gear all over the place. So he wants to put everything on every track.
I'm a freak with OCD, so OCD synth fetish.
Awesome, and it all shorts to ground, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's a very cool name. I really dig it.
That band name was actually way back when I was, young and naive and thought I could do everything by myself and be the one-man 9 Inch Nails Trent Reznor band. That was a band name that I wanted to use because basically every time I plugged anything in, I tended to electrocute myself. So seemed appropriate.
And we did have a power strip burnout live. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So a light show.
Cloud fire. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let's hear a set, and then we'll come back and talk when you're done.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Very good.
Awesome. This is Short to Ground here on Radio One Live.